Most people believe they understand how the precious metals market works, but there is a side of this system that very few ever look into, and even fewer are meant to truly understand. The center of that system is London, and at the heart of London's precious metals trade sits the LBMA, the London Bullion Market Association. Now on the surface, the LBMA appears straightforward, even reassuring. It sets the rulebook for how gold and silver are refined, approved and traded across the world. They created what's known as the good delivery standard, the benchmark bar that global banks, institutions and nations recognize without question. If a bar meets those standards, it can move through the global system with trust and ease. The LBMA also oversees the network of approved vaults where these metals are stored, not owned by the LBMA itself, but by major bullion banks, private vaulting companies and central banks. London, as a result, became the world's largest hub for wholesale gold and silver trading. So far, it all sounds respectable, controlled and efficient, but that is only the surface, because there is a part of this system that isn't spoken about publicly, a part that changes the picture entirely once you understand it. You see, when people say they own silver in London, most of them don't own any specific bars at all. They don't have their name on a bar, a serial number, or even a claim to a particular vault. What they hold is a promise, a general IOU, a claim on silver rather than silver itself. This is what's known as unallocated silver. It sounds harmless until you realize what it really means. It means multiple parties can hold claims on the same ounce at the same time. Layers of ownership built on top of a limited pool of metal. The vast majority of silver traded in London exists in this form. Paper claims, book entries, promises stacked upon promises, and only a small fraction of the metal in those vaults is actually available for people who might one day request real physical delivery. Think of it as giving the bank money and them owing you silver someday if they can get it. Over 90% of London's silver ownership is unallocated, meaning most people don't own real metal, only a promise. Think about the implications of that. A system where most participants believe they own something that in reality they have never seen, cannot touch and may never be able to collect. The entire structure works for as long as nobody asks for the real thing. But if enough people did, the system would face a moment it is not designed to withstand. So here is the quiet lesson in all of this. If your wealth is held in promises, then it is only safe for as long as those promises can be kept. Real metal in your hand is very different from a digital claim within a distant vaulting network. Now that you understand the truth behind the surface, stay awake, stay aware, and choose wisely while time still favors preparation. And if you value insight like this, join us each week as we share our silver price forecast for the days ahead, and return at the end of the week to review how our prediction played out. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.